Hello everyone! I am on a long journey to get rid of almost all of my yarn stash. So this week we are going to be using up some scrap yarns to do some random acts of crochet kindness. The plan is for me to use up a lot of my scrap yarn, making things like popsicle holders and other small projects that will take less than 20-30 minutes. And my daughter and I are going to go to the parks in our community and hide them for people to find. Along with everything that I make today, I'm also going to be including a couple of projects that I've already completed but I didn't totally love. The first are these two little froggies. There's nothing really wrong with the pattern or anything. I just don't love that I chose to do the multicolored yarn. The next thing that I'm going to be including that I'm not actively crocheting today is this little mushroom boy. I accidentally skipped a row when I was crocheting him, so he's a little bit squished and you can barely see his little eyeballs under his mushroom cap because it was the first time that I had ever made the pattern. But I will have both of those patterns linked in the description box below because they are super cute patterns. I just didn't like the way that I executed them. First, I'm going to be crocheting some popsicle holders, and I'm not really going to use a pattern since it's a pretty simple design. I'm just going to freehand it, and we'll see how far that gets us. These are the scrap yarns that I'm going to be using up today. I don't remember what brand or color they were, but they're all 4-weight acrylic yarns. So I finished up the first pink one and it took about 15 minutes, and so I went ahead and made a second one and it only took about 10. And so this is how much yarn we have left out of that scrap ball of yarn, but I do have this scrap ball of yarn for pink if we want to do more stuff. But I think I'm going to move on to making another color for the popsicle holder. So originally my plan was to crochet everything in one day for this project, especially because a lot of the projects don't take very long at all that I had planned. But then we had a lot of things happen, including like some storms and power outages, and we were without Wi-Fi for several days. And so my daughter was very angry at me that I was keeping her from watching Bluey, since she doesn't necessarily understand that you have to have Wi-Fi for that. So that's why you'll see very many different settings and outfit changes while I was making all of these. And I also didn't update a lot because I was just trying to get the clips recorded. A lot of these clips are recorded during my daughter's playdates, and so everything was super loud, and I was focusing a lot on trying to supervise them because they are insane, and decided to build parkour ranges throughout my living room using all of my dining room chairs. So far, I have 2 of every popsicle color, and I have 4 watermelon slices that I made off camera to use up some more scrap yarn that I had. And then I tried out a leggy frog pattern that I need to adjust where the leg placement is, so I decided not to stuff it and to just use it as one of our random acts of crochet kindness. The next thing I'm going to be working on is gluing these notes to the cardstock and cutting them out, and then I'm also going to make some slips of paper that say insert popsicle here or something along those lines so that people know what the popsicle holders are for. I was originally going to do some textured edges around each little card, which is why I left so much room in between them, but then I decided that that would be just a little bit too messy looking, and so don't judge me for wasting a little bit of paper on the first one. I really like the watercolor kind of texture of this cardstock that I had, and it's actually kind of funny because I was like thinking in my mind about ways to make the different watercolor texture, and then I went into my little craft closet and found this and was like, it's perfect. I think the colors were super fun and super summery and went really well with the different types of pastels and neons that I had picked out to make the different projects with. I also really liked that the cardstock helped the paper printouts to be a lot more structured, which was something that I had a concern about whenever I first started this project. I know a lot of people like laminate their printouts whenever they do stuff like this, but I didn't have that easily accessible to me, so this was a good alternative. At the moment, I have 5 extra cards, so I'm going to use this pink and purple yarn to make little hearts, and then we'll have everything that we need to go out into the community and start leaving these for people to find. This pattern is the pattern by Hooked by Robin, which I will have linked below. It was super easy, and I've actually used this pattern before to make little like Valentine's bee wings. Each little heart only took like 2 minutes, and I actually got really close to losing yarn chicken on that last pink one. I originally wanted to double strand the 2 yarns together to make bigger hearts, but I couldn't get the yarns to hold together properly with such a small project. So it is now the end of the week and everything is bagged, tagged, and ready to go. We're gonna go to our local park, our library, and a couple of other little like indoor playgrounds and see if it's okay to drop them there. I didn't get any clips of me hiding any of the items at this park because there was a lot of kids there and it was really loud and I didn't want to risk somebody else's kid being in the background of my video. We had a lot of fun playing together though, and whenever some of the other kids left that had been playing with my daughter, she offered to give them some of the little popsicle holders, and it was the cutest thing ever because they had a baby and she even made them feel included. I did get some clips of hiding them at the mall though. We put a lot near the little candy vending machines. We actually were playing at the playground right next to the vending machines and saw some kids find them, and so that was super exciting. Thankfully, I did get permission from the librarians to hide something there, which is super awesome because it's a really good area for kids to be able to free range and hopefully find them. I just definitely didn't want to do it without permission because I know some people have had issues with their random acts of crochet kindness being thrown away or seen as like a security issue. But the ladies were super sweet and they thought it was a great idea, so I put tons in the little kitty areas. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then let me know in the comment section below because I can definitely do more videos like this one. I had a lot of fun making it. Check out my channel on Friday if you want to see a new tutorial coming up. I'm not going to say too much about it, but these are the colors I'm going to be using, so that's a little hint for you. Thank you in advance if you like, comment, or subscribe. I really enjoy hearing from you guys and seeing all of the support. And with that, I will see you guys on Friday.